Hi, Michaela. I'm going to give you some feedback on your portfolio, and I see you're actually up here. You're working hard on a Friday. I guess that's a good thing. Hopefully, you're able to take some breaks too. Now, in terms of your justification for grade, I really need you to look at the self-grading guide and the points that you want to make. This isn't really enough rationalization. You may very well deserve a B plus, but I need to know why that is. That's actually critical. If you provide that justification and evidence, then I can sort of say, yeah, I know I see what you're coming from. So you spent 180 minutes on this. You've given me a description and some reflections here. But I need you really to use this Gen AI prompt, and it would be helpful from now on for you to actually copy that activity, put it into a weekly Gen AI prompt reflection document, like put it into a Google Doc, name it, and then put a link here so I can know, because it's hard for me to get this in paragraph format. It seems like you've sort of just kind of given me this, and I don't really know what you've done with the tool for an hour and a half. I don't know what your reflections were on. It's sort of in this paragraph format. It has to be in point form. I just can't get through it if it's a paragraph format quickly enough. I have too many students. But you have to follow the prompt and use that. So and summarize it the way it was summarized in the exemplary. Remember, I sent an email and I posted in Canvas about here's a really good way to do this kind of prompt. So yeah, that could be improved. And then you've got this. Again, you've done this sort of description reflections paragraph thing. And I think it would, well, I know it would be better for you to use the prompt and use the prompt and follow the format that it provides. Now, you've got a link to your Google Docs. You call it personal project, and it's called Parent Engagement Newsletter. Okay, so what I need you to do is then Parent and Engagement Newsletter. I can't type, so I apologize. Take this. I'm going to get rid of it, so I'm going to cut it out there, and then I'm going to highlight here, right-click, insert link, right-click, paste. And then that actually gives me a clear description, and then I can look at that. So I've got that, and then you've got your reflection there. But let me take a look at your engagement newsletter. So you've got I'm just looking at here on the side. You've got a description, and okay, so this is pretty short. And what I would like is uh, a rich plan about how you're going to do this. You've spent 2 hours. You should spend 2 to 3 hours on this. And I know realize understanding and stuff. It takes time to do that. But I need more detail about this project and the plan. So, and then you've got a link to ChatGPT that doesn't work. So you have to copy and paste. So you have to highlight what you did in the chat GPT, for example, it looks like, put it in a Google Doc, and then put a link to that. Okay. And then you've got in-class contributions, and I'm not sure what's going on here, but you obviously wouldn't get a contribution for that. I don't understand the explanation. Couldn't get access to the Google Doc. I'm not entirely sure. You still have to use this prompt here to talk about your, so it doesn't really matter if you had access to the Google Doc. You can just um, do your reflection here. This is perfect. You've got the tools there. You've got a great description. So that's really good. So I would say you're sort of at a B level. B plus might be a bit high, but hopefully I've given you enough hints or not hints, suggestions to help improve.